Hope you brought your wetsuit and your flippers. We're underwater at the Atlantis. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
First up, Ice Cold from Finland. Muhammad.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Finland, Ice Cold. Fighting out of the blue corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And that's the opening bell, round 1. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They both want a highlight reel knockout. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of us. You know, these kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it G's them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
That counter shot lands. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well done with that counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Good counter punching. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Now you've let him back into it. Come on, you've let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel?
On to the second round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Big shot, and down goes Ali. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You all right?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself.
Oh my God, Johnny! What a massive upset this would be. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Whoa, Johnny! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to fight?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far?
They believe they're fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
There's a counter shot. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, John. Oh, no! Ali is down! Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your glove.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
It's that forever hope. You remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive.
Get back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that left hook. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Catch and shoot. A perfect counter shot. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. They miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last...
I need you to focus on what you
On to the fifth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Jab slightly off target. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Nice counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. And he scores with the counter. His stamina is off the charts. That hook just can't find the target. Nice punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
fight's not over yet. You've got to go.
And there's the bell to start round 6. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice defense on that hook. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
They exchange punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Wow, you know what? I've been in...
Back together. Right,
Here we go. It's round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The straight right just misses. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. That one will count. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Muhammad Ali in trouble. Do you believe this? The greatest is down on the canvas. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can you continue?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
So much firepower here. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though.
Got to be confident. You got to take that confidence away.
Round 8, and we're off again. He couldn't finish him off, and down goes ice cold. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout? Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice defense on that jab. You've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer. Pretty good start the first half of this round. The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it. Good defense there on the left uppercut. Missed him with that uppercut. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot. Even I.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night.
Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcor Bay. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time. Up first, up against them, ice cold, from Finland.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the yellow trunks, trimmed with yellow, Fists of Fire.
Usually you don't need a weather report for a boxing match, but we certainly do today as we fight under the sun.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Left uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. Hold that thought. This may do it. How did they survive that?
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That uppercut doesn't land. And they got caught. And down goes Fists of Fire. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They blocked that right hook. He threw a punch and just got countered. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Forget about that round. It's a bad round, all right? But we don't care. Go out there.
Here we go for round 2. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A lot of high hopes and aspirations from the fans and media alike as we get set for this main event under the sun.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
Good counter punch. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That hook is parried away. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Hey, those punches add up. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Get that jab back.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. That counter shot lands. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our eyes. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They block the hook. His stamina is off the charts. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He can't score with that uppercut. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. much cardio was put in for this fight. It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right.
Come on, you're getting back into it.
Time for the 5th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A perfect counter shot. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
Shot from the gods, they...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
Beaten, bruised, and...
The fight's not over yet.
Here we go in the 6th round. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner.
And Ice Cold has been knocked down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
A perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. His stamina is off the charts. Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. It somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about...
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down. You've got...
focus. Get your minds on the job. Get back out there.
Here we go. It's round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Nice counter. Good counter punching. Is he going to punch himself out, though? His stamina is off the charts. Punch, counter punch. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Todd, you know what?
Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Are you okay? You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.
Let's do it. right. That's time.
Okay, focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths.
Let's go.
Good shot, good shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your gloves.